Hi, welcome to In the Studio with Kate. Probably from my voice you can tell that I'm still got this cold, virus, terrible stuff. Yes, it's impacted what I was able to do this week. When you're not feeling good, you don't really feel like doing, well, you want to do art, but you just don't have the energy or whatever. It's been determined that I now have a sinus infection, so now I'm on antibiotics. Don't really feel any better, but maybe at some point I will. But anyways, during this week, I basically just did little things. I find sometimes if you can just do a little bit of art, like prepare a background or something, it makes you feel a little bit better. So I got this idea from Haley Carla to just do solid color pages in a book. So this is just an old book, and I just, when I was feeling pretty, and of course these pages are sticking together again, but anyways, I just did solid pages. So, you know, I just picked a different color. Well, that's something else I'm going to talk about in a minute. You know, I just picked different colors and printed them down, and as you see, I'm a little impatient, so my pages always stick together. This morning, I decided to pull out this, find that page that you got a glimpse of. Where is it? It put Naples, I think Naples yellow down in the background, and I started doing these flowers. This is my inspiration, was this picture that I took a picture of a painting I saw somewhere. And so this is about all I could do before I got really tired. This is just Neil Color 2s and a little water, and I'm going to fill the whole page up with the flowers, so it'll be fun at some point. But when you're not feeling good, you can't just sit down and do the whole thing. Anyways, I did do a little bit more on my horse studying, and I did this gesture drawing of this guy. It's on this really big paper, so if I can get it to not be so unwieldy. He's got kind of a cute face. So, you know, I plan to do a whole lot more gesture drawings, but needless to say, I didn't get to any of them other than that one. The other thing, I wanted to move forward with this idea of the horse, and I need to know how to do a horse that's like that, and then I'll be putting a person on him. So I started with this picture, and then I put tracing paper over him, or her. It's her actually. She's a mother with a little baby in the picture, or a filly or a colt or something. So when I put the tracing paper on, you'll be able to see this. I put tracing paper on him, and then just drew his image, and I'm going to show you what I did. Just drew the shapes of the body so that I had some guidelines when I started to try drawing this horse. And let's see, where am I? And this is as far as I got. I really haven't done the legs or anything, but I started by doing those circles and ovals and then connecting them. That's a great way to work on something that you don't know how to do, is to start with tracing paper. I also had some of these things I had gotten on a Pinterest board, which were like diagrams of spots in the horse. So I played with that a little bit on this piece of sketchbook paper. I don't know if you can even see these guys, you know, just looking at the forms, trying to get familiar with how that it feels to draw that. So that's the stuff that I've done on the horse. The next thing I toyed with is I've been wanting to know how to draw a bicycle and can never seem to get it to work. So I started tracing this one bicycle picture I had, and I got about this far. You should be able to see the picture of the bicycle. Maybe not. Maybe if I go close. And then there were things in the way. It was just not a good bicycle picture to be doing it for that. So then I printed out this picture. So I'm going to try it with that. What I've been doing when I'm sick is gathering materials and information to see about how to go about doing something when I'm feeling a little bit better. It keeps me in the game, if you want to call it, so that I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something, even though it doesn't feel like it. There's one other thing that I didn't get ready before we started. Let me see if it's, of course it's not nearby. Okay, we'll move on without talking about it. The other thing, I did work a little bit on my wolf. Oh, here's my wolf. Last night, just trying to bring the shape out a little bit more. He still has an extreme amount of work to be done on him, but it's just showing you that I have this painting I'm working on, but I only sometimes work on just a little bit of it at a time, and kind of helps me to move forward when I don't feel like I can actually get any work done. So that's what limited progress I had this week. Hopefully I'll feel better in this next coming week and be able to get some things done. I got this new book, Color Mixing Recipes for Oil and Acrylic. One of the things I want to start doing a little more is mixing my own colors. So I'll probably be playing with that either next week or the week after, you know, and share what some of my experiences. I really like the format of this book. It comes with this plastic grid thing that comes out, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it without a piece of paper behind it. So let me try that. You can see it has colors and parts, and it has you squeeze out the paint and fit in those little lines to make your mixes. So it'll be interesting trying it. It has a lot of nice information on, a little bit of information on color, and then there's all these pages and pages of different colors you can mix. So I'm excited about this. Looking forward to having the time to explore color mixing a little bit more, and of course I'll be sharing that with you as I do on these weekly videos. So those are sort of the plans for next week. Excuse me. But I hope you're all having time to create in your own studios. So I'd love to hear about it if you are, and we'll see you next week.